That's pretty interesting to find in the South. Anybody need a rusty heart in the shape of Texas? Or tetanus? Do people really buy these things? I mean, this petrified old stuff? Ugh. I bet it doesn't smell good if that starts to leak out. Got excited about this for a minute, but it says Taiwan. That's pretty interesting to find in the South. Alright, so we're at my favorite thrift store right now, and it's always got like its share of eBay characters that are always here, just hovering around waiting for new stuff to be brought out. They're pretty aggressive. I'm not really an eBayer, so I'm not out here looking for stuff really to resell, but I'm probably equally obsessed in a different way. But it's interesting, some of these people, I think they might have cots set up in the back to sleep, because I see them here all the time, no matter whether I come day or evening. Ooh, I need that. What are the odds you're going to find pieces of corn in these pans? I'd say it's about 90%. These aluminum ones. This one's not marked. I am not buying any more of those. Nope, not getting me. I was amused they put all the shirts in arrangement of color, not size, you know, which would make so much more sense. But I guess if you want blue, you know where to go. Never mind if you can find it in your size or not. Alright, admittedly, I'm a sucker for these cheesy paintings. I collect them. And one day I'm going to learn how to paint really realistic flying saucers or stormtroopers and add them all to it. For $8, I will take it, just because that frame is pretty wicked. Made in India. Interesting. Okay, I got a basket just because I want this painting, and I found some extra canvases. I'll get those. That's a big box. That's probably a good price. I'm pretty sure these things go for 50 bucks or more. A decorate a snowman kit. I really don't think this is going to go well in Louisiana, South Louisiana. But somebody with a Gen Air would really like this. This is something you'd eBay. Look at that. $6. You know that'll sell on eBay. Alright, here I am in the thrift store. Once again, I saw them bringing a cart out, and I've been being nice to this one lady, and I saw something on the bottom, and I said, "Can I grab that?" And look what it is. I know enough to know what this is. This is a Finex. This is that high-end brand that Lodge, the company that Lodge bought out. Super expensive stuff. I've never seen one before, really, so this is pretty cool to get my hands on it. So Nice stack. Alright, I am back from the thrift store, and I want just to take a look at this thing. I'm familiar with Finex, if that's how you pronounce it. This is one of those boutique cast iron manufacturers, and I believe Lodge actually purchased this company. So now it's owned by Lodge. And it's one of the most expensive makers of cast iron. So I have not had a chance to see or mess around with one of these in real life yet. So this is my first one, but obviously they're very distinctive. So when I saw it, I knew exactly what it was. So it has been used, I guess, or maybe, I don't know, it's hard to tell. It looks almost new. Finex Cast Iron Dutch Oven, 5 quarts, Portland, Oregon. Very fancy. It's got these stainless steel spring-loaded handles. It's designed to keep cool. I've heard some people complain about getting gunk in these things, and they're not really easy to clean because they're like compressed and put on here. I think taking them off would be quite a nightmare. So Finex has these, is it an octagon or some other kind of gon? But the argument here is that you've got multiple pour spouts from different angles. Not as smooth as I would expect it to be. It looks like it's machine made, and then they may have just kind of lightly sanded it. Definitely very heavy, and obviously quite well made. This thing is pretty beefy. I'm going to clean it up and maybe try to do something in it and see how well it cooks. I mean, cast iron is cast iron, right? So I paid $40 for it, which is, you know, not the cheapest price, but I do know these things go for big, big money. I mean, we're talking hundreds of dollars. So I'll look up the price, and I figure for $39.99, it's definitely a deal. So now I've got one of these to use as a reference, a modern Dutch oven. Very fancy. Back at the thrift store. Here's something pretty cool I found. One of those rhythm boxes for $10. Absolutely, I will get that. Tell that's a Lodge. $20. I really do like people that go out of their way to make a booth really interesting like this. All these tools, but they've actually like made a little faux workshop looking thing here. Pretty neat. Well done. I can feel it's a BSR. How much do you think it is? $17. I can tell that's an Asian one. All right, man. There's a booth. So it looks like Wagner from the outside because of the edges, but it says Old Mountain on them. I assume this is some Asian copy of Wagner corn pans. Every once in a while I'll see something that I just think is really, really cool, but I gotta ask myself, do you need it? No. But that's a neat glass. Look at that. Somebody's probably going to say, oh my God, that's from so-and-so. You should get that. It's pretty neat though, huh? I want to thank everybody for tuning in and enjoying the video series and supporting me thus far by subscribing and clicking like and all of that. And if you want to catch me on TikTok, sometimes I have previews of what I'm working on that I haven't published lately. That's at TikTok/@WisdomStudio. And if you're on Facebook, look up the group Vintage Cast Iron Hunting, Restoration, Identification, and Sales. And until next time.